What's up, people? Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
And yes, thank you so much for joining us on the Small Couch.
Okay.
Even though I like to say we've upgraded. It's not as small as it used to be. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. You've taken it to heart, so we appreciate it.
Straight up.
So as I'm gonna literally get out the way, if you like the video, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the bell. And help us improve the channel, guys. As soon as we get a certain number, we can do certain things. So
really excited
for it. And thank you all for commenting. I love talking to you guys in the comments.
Oh gosh, we've been getting some real profound statements. We both like good conversation and thinking, and then actually, we don't just reply. We actually really have a discussion about what you guys are talking about to, keep the conversation going. So start commenting on other people's comments.
Yeah, man.
That is, again, we talked about things that we want to do with this subscriber count we're trying to get to. We can start building a community, and we can't do that right now. So we can do it in the comments, but we want to do it, elsewhere.
Exactly. Although I am a little upset. Yeah, I mean, I love the conversation, but as many comments and conversations that I had with you guys on Twitter and the Gram, no one told me how good The Witcher 3 is.
Oh.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
And I've said, I'm starting to play it. And people are like, oh, you're really going to like it. No,
you're like...
This might be the best game I've ever played. I've put 46 hours into it in 5 days.
I've heard nothing but good things about this
And
game.
a review will be coming soon.
Awesome.
But we're not talking about today. We're talking about that today. Today we're going to talk about Warner Brothers. They just canceled Batgirl. We're also not talking about that either, even though it's a travesty.
We're going to talk about my mustache getting shaved off.
Your mustache getting shaved off. We just talked about it. Alright, technical difficulties, but we're back. So today we're talking about Ezra Miller, the actor who plays The Flash, my favorite superhero, even though this actor is not my favorite person. He's been in the news a lot. Ezra Miller has. Google, if you don't know, but quick rundown. Is in Hawaii. Got in 2 fights, got a restraining order put against them. Couple years ago, choked somebody in a nightclub. Got away with that. We thought it was an isolated incident. It wasn't. Kidnapped a mother and their 3 children and kept them in a house with a bunch of guns, apparently. Mm-hmm. Was accused of grooming a child. And most recently was charged with felony robbery. Mm-hmm. Now, while all this is happening, this has been happening for years, Warner Brothers recently did reshoots with that actor as recently as July, so it's over 3 weeks ago? Seemingly not caring about all that. But this felony robbery charge just happened, so we got a story today that Warner Brothers finally was like, okay, maybe, and finally this is the thing the straw that breaks camel's back. After everything else was good, but this is finally the thing. Disgusting. So they had a meeting. It was reported by the Hollywood Reporter. Disgusting is right. They left their money too much. Reported by the Hollywood Reporter that there are 3 options on the table. Now, before we continue, we should note that Discovery, who bought Warner Brothers, their CEO is the one who's really excited about this movie. It's supposed to relaunch everything. And recently the CEO had a quarter end call with his shareholders talking about DC's 10-year plan with all their characters. And that's where he also really dissed Batgirl, which I didn't appreciate. But he shelved a $90 million project in Batgirl and will not shelve this $200 million project. I guess because he sees it as the future, the reboot that the DC universe needs. Anyway, so after this latest felony robbery charge, it sounds like either he might be pressured or maybe he's starting to think, okay, we might have to do something. So here are the 3 options. And Jovi, after I tell these to you, I want you to tell me which one you like the most and which one you think is most likely to happen. Number 1, Warner Brothers will have Ezra Miller get the help they desire, or help they need, I should say. Then come out, do a public interview where they apologize and basically explain their actions the past few years. And, hopefully basically build a good, I guess, extend an olive branch. That's not the right thing, but build goodwill towards the film and then help promote it. Option number 2, they do none of that. Warner Brothers basically hides him away, puts out the movie without having him in any marketing. He doesn't go. Ezra Miller doesn't go anywhere with the cast and crew, and doesn't help promote this film at all. No late night talk shows for Ezra Miller, none at all. And then they just put the movie out in July as planned. Then option 3, they scrap the entire thing and just eat the $200 million and redo the movie with a different actor. So actually, Jovi, which one do you think is most likely to happen? And which one do you think will happen? Or which one do you want to happen, I should say?
Lord, I'm not going to go into this wonderful conversation we already had, but I still think the most realistic is canning the film and then redoing it from a company standpoint, not from a Warner Brothers and the new, head of Warner Brothers. I don't think he would do that. But from anybody else, they'd be like, we don't want to be associated with this person, and we just got it. We can't have it. But it's about money. What I want to happen is a mixture of 1 and 2. I want Ezra to get help. Then I want them to put this movie out without them anywhere near it.
Yeah, I think interviewing is a horrible idea.
We don't... even if they say the right things, even if they try to justify it, even if they say that it was wrong, people are going to mix up the clips, turn this interview into this big thing. It's not going to help promote it.
It's not going to help. And it really doesn't help that you are literally reshooting this movie 3 weeks ago. So after everything
it just shows that Warner Brothers did not care. Nor were like, because this movie is important and we all want a Flash film, but to what extent?
Yeah. I totally agree.
That kind of sums up what we talked about.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally don't think I would want to go to the theater and support Warner Brothers.
No.
Because, especially if Ezra Miller doesn't come out and somehow apologize, even if he doesn't do an interview, or they don't do an interview, they'll somehow come out and recognize what they've done is wrong and basically acknowledge that it was bad. I don't think I want to pay for that. I'll watch it on HBO Max.
HBO Max,
it's already paid for.
I will watch it on the couch.
But I'm not gonna go to the theater to support. I really Warner Brothers. It's kind of disgusting what they did for real. They've been making bad decisions.
Just ignoring all that.
Yeah, they've been making movie production bad decisions for a while. But this right here, with the new CEO, I like to think he knows what he's doing because he's an executive and I'm not. And I know he saved Discovery and NBC, made them a lot of money, but this is puzzling to me.
You can a movie with 2 of the best directors,
right? Who just
then you push a movie with a Predator, and someone
and a criminal, basically, like a criminal. Yeah. So I'm not feeling that, but that's why I'm surprised. I honestly don't. I think that the third option, them scrapping the movie, is the least likely to happen. I think they're just going to put it out as is. And they're going to put it out as is. They're going to go with option number 2, and they're not going to have Ezra Miller anywhere near this movie, and just promote it and put it out and say, hey, a lot of people worked on this. A lot of people are in it. There's a cast, a crew, everyone that's not Ezra Miller. We really want you to see the hard work they did. Which, I mean, it sucks that one person can ruin a movie.
That's true.
But this one person is basically, they said that's why they can't reshoot it. Ezra Miller's in every scene. Every scene of this movie. It's the star.
It's a Flash movie about Flash travel and time and that. Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah, you can't. So the Flash is in.
It makes sense because the Flash has to be there for them to be in these time periods.
Right. So for them, if they were going to try to reshoot his scenes, they'd basically just be reshooting the whole movie anyway. Yeah. So it'd be $200 million, down the tube. They can't do it digitally and insert him. Oh, unfortunately, gosh. I wish they could.
So every trailer is this.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Ezra Miller's face. You're just gonna see the Flash cut. Like in the Shazam trailer, honestly. You noticed you didn't see Ezra Miller's face in that trailer when they showed the Flash. They're trying to distance themselves, but it's weird that they did that and they're still doing reshoots and talking about how they're gonna make the movie better. I honestly really do. So, like I said, I think option 2 is most likely. I honestly hope it's option 3. I want the movie scrapped and then just redo it with a new actor. I'll wait another year. I mean, the Flash movie's been delayed like 3 years now.
Yeah.
I'll wait another year, reshoot it, do it over again. That's what I think should happen. I don't think. I honestly think July is gonna come. They're gonna put out the movie, and you know what? It might even break even. There are a lot of people who a lot of people still love Ezra Miller. I don't know if that's like common knowledge, because it wasn't knowledge to me, but there are a lot of people who are like, yeah, this dude is innocent, or Ezra Miller is innocent, and I don't believe that everything that's happened is completely their fault and all that stuff. So who knows what's gonna happen? They could put it out because it's already made.
Everybody needs help. Go get help.
Yeah.
Even if
I do want Ezra Miller to get help. I think
that's it. And I think you
but
can distance yourself from this franchise.
But the thing is, and this is something we haven't talked about before, but imagine they put this movie out and it is what we think it is. It's going to reset the universe. Mm-hmm. Basically, this is the tentpole movie. Like, this is the catalyst movie. Do you really want people going back in time and watching it and being like, oh yeah, that's the guy who did all this stuff? Like, you want to associate your big movie with this actor? Like, do you want to do that?
You know, companies do it all the time, and then you'll slowly not see it.
But
it won't get it. You may not even see this movie come out on Blu-ray.
Let me say it this way. Imagine
what movie just came out. It's still not out on Blu-ray. It was something big, and it just didn't do well. And they were like, it was box sets and everything, and they never released it. It's something, but I've never seen this before, and this happened. I was like, all right, hold on. Freaking, it was a Marvel film. Eternals.
Oh yeah.
They did not.
Eternals did okay. I didn't like it.
They didn't push physical stuff out afterward. It didn't do big.
Yeah.
They thought it was. So they're gonna do that with this. You're not gonna see the box sets. You're not gonna see the action figures.
Let me say it this way.
You're not. They're gonna lose money, not just in the box office. They're gonna lose money with kids' toys.
So why put it out then? Like, imagine if this was Marvel, and imagine this was Robert Downey Jr. When we go back, and let's say it was Robert Downey Jr.
You couldn't watch the first Iron Man.
I couldn't go back. You couldn't start the Infinity Saga. You'd be like, wow, this is the guy. And then, if they eventually replaced him, you'd be like, well, I mean, your most important movie that started all of this had this dude that nobody likes. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it makes sense. Just in my head, the logic doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because the Incredible Hulks are not connected.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Trying to think of characters. War Machine changed.
War Machine did change movies. That's true.
And then he's not.
Not the main character.
He's not the main character.
Right? You don't see him every scene. This one, you'd see this dude every scene, and then all of a sudden, he'd just be gone.
But it's the Flash, so we can just say it's a different Flash. That's the beauty of the Flash. There's
you know what? That is true.
So many.
They could end the movie with a new actor.
That's what I was saying. Like I said, that's my question before we lost all that footage. How does this movie end?
That's true.
You are the DC guy. How does this movie end?
But it's the same Barry Allen in comic. If it's based on Flashpoint, it's the same Barry Allen.
So he wouldn't come back as a different or.
But I'm saying they could do that.
Yeah.
They could change it. They could be like, okay, this Barry Allen from this multiverse is now the one we're gonna follow, or from this universe, I should say, is the one we're gonna follow, and it's a different actor. Yes. That could actually. You know what? I didn't think about that. But I doubt they're gonna do that. I doubt that's in the works. It's not gonna happen.
You do have to cast somebody.
You have to cast somebody. Get them to shoot a scene at the end. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think they should scrap it. But I mean, that's our thoughts.
Cast somebody that looks just like us.
That's our thoughts. I mean, I'm with Jovi. I really want to the Flash is my second favorite superhero after Superman. I really want to see this movie. So I mean, what do you guys think? You guys are Jovi. You think they're just gonna push it out next year? Or no, I'm sorry. You think they're gonna scrap it?
I'd say that would be the most logical. But Warner Brothers is clearly money hungry. They canned a $90 million movie because
for a tax credit.
Yeah. It's about money for them. This movie, like you're saying, people still bang with them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna make money. It's not gonna make money from people that actually have some sense, because I already pay for HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see it at home.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna get that $20 from all those people that will see this film.
Gotcha.
But that's it. Yeah, man. I want it. I want it bad.
I want it too. I mean, it's like July. It's almost a year away. We don't know what's gonna happen between then. I could be coming out June 30th and being like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this Flash movie. Yeah. We have no idea what's gonna happen by then. But like right now, it's just,
and then they just do a
WB has left a bad taste in my mouth. Let me say that. So we'll see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they should can it? Do you guys think they should just release it? Let us know right down there in the comments, please. Thank you so much. And as always, until next time, we out.
Deuces.